Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Indigo here. I hope you're having a good night or a good day, whatever time it is when you watch this video. Okay. My whole deck fell and the Queen of Pentacles is the only card that's flipped over. Well, the Queen of Pentacles, the Justice, the Five of Swords, and the Three of Cups. It's giving! I don't know what it's giving yet. Let's see. Let's see what it's giving. Okay. As we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not to temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, power, glory, forever and ever. Amen. Yes, Spirit. So right away, I heard Akashic downloads. Okay, Akashic record downloads. Okay, the secret society has access to the Akashic records, or they have somebody appointed to accessing the Akashic records. Okay, and in that accessing of the Akashic records, which this isn't news, but we're talking about it. Okay, they have access to see people along your path that you will meet that contribute to your success, okay, or your safety, or they contribute to your life in a positive way, right? And this is like what's so crazy about it, because time is linear, right? So there are multiple different dimensions where people have made multitudes of different choices that led them to different outcomes of their life, right? So lately I've been seeing a black cat like all day, and I keep thinking about the Matrix, right? And how in the Matrix, the last one, well, not the last one, but I think it was like the second to last Matrix, where he sees the black cat, and that means a bad thing, like something has changed, okay? But this is giving me the energy of a good change, okay? Not a bad change, okay? And it's really just perceived that way because the direction that could have been taken was not of the Most High. And because God or Christ consciousness is returning, there is no other option than for the timeline to be what it is now, involving the divine. So the secret society of people pretty much just attack all the people who would have contributed to you having a different outcome in your situation or your circumstances, right? It's a secret society of people who target people that you are related to, or people that you meet in the future, to keep them pretty much away from you, or to get them to go against you. Okay, money is the root of all evil. It's always just people being bribed with money, which is a really easy thing to do these days. Okay, being bribed with money, and the jealousy of, because jealousy and envy is a huge thing, right? And it's really the fact that people are jealous and envious of the fact that you are guaranteed to have success in whatever it is that you do, okay? That bothers them because they want that success for themselves. But it's not even the fact that like they don't have success for themselves. It's how much of something that you are going to be receiving that bothers them, okay? Introspection came out. South Node past came out. Okay. Moon perception came out. Right, we all know it's a new moon. I think this is the third day of the energy of the new moon. So I feel like this new moon is really bringing out the feelings and discarding of the feelings of the relationship it is that you had with your South Node and the relationships that you had just in general based off of you being in a karmic cycle of having to learn lessons, okay? I feel like whatever cycle that you're in right now is whatever cycle it is that you're in right now. Sorry, I'm hearing like a bunch of shit. Like none of it has to do with what I'm talking about, but it's like I also need to hear whatever this is. Motion, change, okay? Communication. So this cycle, yeah, heal. I feel like a lot of us can hold things in, okay? And being a part of the chosen is, and then we did see the justice card. So in the court system, in a case, like you have to speak. What do they say? You promise to tell the truth, nothing but the truth, okay? So, like, as the chosen one, you have to speak your truth, okay? Introspection involving your perception of life or situations, relationships, things that you are experiencing with people, right? Because we all understand that each individual that is brought into our life is to teach us a lesson, right? Understanding the entirety of the lesson a lot of the times calls for you to completely emotionally disconnect and disregard your heart chakra feelings towards an individual, which allows you to logically see something as it is, okay? And typically, what triggers the heart to feel the way that it does is the reflection of the unevolved part of the person that your South Node energy resonated with. Okay? So the divine is ushering you forward in making a change through communication. It's about you speaking your truth, okay? Which is bringing about healing to a nation of people. Okay? This journey, this soul journey that you've been on when it comes to your ascension process is literally the thing that the nation needs to see. It's vulnerability, okay? It's the acknowledgement of wrong and right, okay, within self and without self, okay? This is also your perception of your journey is changing. You're understanding that you are being divinely guided through every single situation. It's kind of like when the divine presents you an opportunity, right? It's usually a person that's bringing it towards you, but that person was allowed to bring that opportunity towards you because the divine allowed it. Now, we all have intuition, right? My intuition has been like really telling me the whole plot and plan of scenarios and situations, okay? And then when people do magic on me, it puts that perception to the back of my mind, but I never lose sight of it, okay? So the illusionary state is just the feelings in which it is that I feel are really the illusion. It's never the situation, it's how I feel towards the situation, right? Moon controlling feelings. communication, right? Thus leading to an evolved perspective of how I decipher or deal with my emotions, okay? The way that you communicate is changing because of the healing that you've done when it comes to your South Node. Understanding the lessons before the class is even in session as a way to say, like, oh, I've already taken that class and I've already passed. There's no need for me to take the class again. Okay? So now that there's no need for you to take the class again, you're just essentially becoming the teacher. And in order to be a teacher, you have to have all of the degrees, right? And all of the portions of the topic, the study in which it is that you're teaching. You are a teacher of life. So this is dealing with people, this is dealing with relationships, this is dealing with magic, spirituality, okay, astrology, herbalistic medicine, okay? The energy of the snake, the Ouroboros, right? It eats itself, and it constantly spins in that cycle. It's a death to the old self and a building to the new self, right? Which is really what that is, okay? So you are constantly in an evolving state, which is why people who are stuck, you always meet people, right? And they say meet people where they're at. I feel like every person you meet is a reflection of yourself and a reminder of the healing in which it is that you still have to do within yourself, okay? And when you can honestly take that on the nose, it makes everything so much easier because you disregard your emotional feelings towards the situation or the person or the people or the places. And you really, it's just like going to school. It's just like going to school. It's like, this is a test, baby. And I'm here to gather my notes to be able to study them so I can prepare for the next, either the next semester or the next class that you're going to be graduating into, okay? But this is giving me, like, if you were in college, like, you've obtained you've obtained all of your degrees. Like, all the degrees that you could get in college, you've obtained them. And now you are in life. You're in life. You passed life school. Okay, so a lot of you could feel like you've always been in school. Life has been your teacher, right? The Ace of Cups and the Five of Wands. Okay, I feel like there's a lot of emotional outbursts right now. I feel like a lot of people have emotions and feelings and things that they never expected to have, okay, and dealing with you. These are a lot of people who are operating out of their South Node energy. You've affected their lives in a dramatic way when it comes to their heart chakra. The green on the introspection card is really standing out to me. And that is essentially what your test is as a teacher, okay? As you operate in divinity, okay? As the divine appoints you to certain jobs, to deal with certain people and to do certain things that you know in your mind, like, where this is going. You believe that you know in your mind where this is going if you allow it to go that far, but because you have free will, you know when to cut the cord, so to speak, okay? And that really is the testament, okay? It's like your absence, the absence of your energy, the absence of your physical being, the absence of your 2 cents or just your energy in people's lives truly make an impact. And kind of like it forces them to um like really think about their actions, okay, and really get in deeper when it comes to dealing with themselves, okay? I heard somebody say I tried it, but it didn't work. Somebody is grieving. Somebody's grieving before something actually happens. Okay. In my head, whatever the Two of Cups is that are behind her, this person no longer wants those two cups. Because what it is that they lost, this isn't a wish fulfillment, okay? Right? Because three, right? The Three of Cups. So it's usually celebrations, relationships, partnerships. Somebody's grieving relationships and partnerships that they were once a part of. A lot of people are realizing that situations that they were involved in with people and places were never really out of love, okay? And it comes out. And this is because you are shedding light on what love, joy actually is. I heard there's no escaping the truth, so you might as well just accept it. The Sun and the Queen of Cups with the the Ten of Wands and the Knight of Swords. Somebody's heavily burdened by a truth that this Queen of Swords is speaking. Okay? Somebody could be getting the justice system involved in something. Yeah, with the Five of Swords. Somebody's telling on someone. Somebody's exposing something about someone in the justice system, okay? Yeah. You have like nurturing qualities and you're like this really good pillar of a mother figure. Something that the world deserves to experience, okay? But then it's like people do deserve to experience happiness and like abundance and all these things, but when you give somebody something and they do what they they fuck over it, like it proves to the person why it is that they don't deserve what it is that they're asking for and why it is that they've had to go about obtaining what it is that they've had in the way that they've had to, okay? Somebody could feel like something was made hard for them because something wasn't meant for them to have because they were abusing. They weren't coming from the right place when it came to obtaining whatever this is. Okay? What's the Five of Cups? Ooh! The Tower and the Devil. So I heard manipulative. Somebody's manipulative behavior is being exposed. Somebody is being thrown from a kingdom in which they built not on a stable foundation. Because look at this. It's all jagged and crooked. And like, who the fuck would want to go in a castle that's up there? Like, that literally looks like where the devil is. Like, he would have to be able to fly to get up in that bitch. Because how else are you getting in there anyways? Okay, I heard exposure. Okay, so these life lessons that these people are learning, regardless to if it's their last straw of life, okay? These are lessons that are so big that when they do reincarnate or they get into their next lifetime, these will be lessons that are going to change and evolve the soul, okay? So you may feel like, damn, like I'm creating all this change in the world, but it feels like I'm just creating chaos. But like in order for something to be built, it has to be destroyed. And like this is really giving me, just because you can't see it doesn't mean it does not exist. Okay? So it's almost as if like you are preparing souls for transitioning. Okay? That could be any type of transitioning. Like bitch, any type of transitioning. Like you know what the transitions of the world is, right? What's the devil in the tower? Because somebody who's throwing illusions. Perception is under this, but South know under that. But a group of people who are from their past, right? Three people, the three cups spilled out. People that work together. These are also people who passed away, okay, due to greed, due to manipulation. Somebody thrives off of the um I don't know if it's called Munchausen syndrome, but somebody thrives off of like people feeling sorry for them, okay? Like somebody will purposely like hurt themselves and then tell people like, "Oh, I hurt myself," and then they did it and then make up this crazy ass story as to why they did it. And this was probably something that somebody had to do as a child because they didn't get enough attention, okay? Like you would over exaggerate things to your parent because you knew that was the only way that they would actually show you love and affection. So a lot of trauma wounds, okay, the South Node is definitely based in that. What's the devil in the tower? The fool. I heard somebody stay committed to the wrong cause, or somebody's inability to commit had them dedicated to the wrong cause. Okay, the devil of the tower, the fool. Let's record the devil in the tower. Somebody is understanding now why where they went wrong. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune card came out like this, so the wheel is turning right now. Okay, in somebody's life. I heard the reversal of spells. Somebody could be trying to go on a journey to get away from this tower that's falling. Okay, I don't think somebody's going to make it because if you are dealing with the secret society who can tap into Akashic records, these people have like spiritual GPS on you. So somebody could be getting away from something because they don't want it to be seen. They don't want their karma to be seen. In front of other people, somebody's thinking about how something is going to affect their family. What's the wheel? These are major arcans too. The devil, the tower, the fool, the wheel of fortune. Right? It's like the devil was a fool to think that he could affect the wheel of fortune. Okay, the pharaohs sit at the top of the wheel of fortune while the snakes go to the bottom. Right? Angels are taking notes, deities are taking notes, gathering information about what it is that your next life will consist of. Because as we live day to day, they write the story for the ending. Right? Everything's already destined to be as it is. They already know. Well, they don't know. God knows, though. All right, I knew what you would do and how you would do it. That's why I appointed you to do it. So the lesson of self-love introspection, okay? Ace of Cups. You've fully embodied this lesson. You've done a lot of healing on yourself. You've utilized the journey in which it is that you've been on to change your heart for the better. I heard you have to love things enough to be able to let them go too. Okay? And when we can't let go, that's when obsession and being in control, that control freak idea comes into play, okay? I'm hearing the 7 deadly sins. Somebody committed all of them. I heard adultery. Even in the spirit, that still is committing a sin, okay? The 7 of Wands. Yeah, somebody's struggling to move forward, but still like fighting through something. A lot of illusions. Somebody had to fight through illusions. Somebody had to change their understanding of communication because illusionary word magic, okay, that's people saying things in a certain type of way. Somebody could say literally what the truth is, but they could like jazz it up to make it sound nice. And that's literally what you had to learn, okay? The tongue of the devil, okay? And how to be able to tell when something is genuine and authentic versus um, a show. Somebody was performing, okay? The 4 of Cups. So somebody was gifted a new opportunity to change something in their life. And this was all centered around communication, being honest, being open, being clear, being direct. Okay, but somebody initiated something through illusion, which automatically was the first strike, okay? Okay, you lost as soon as you lied or decided to not tell the whole truth, okay? Because when you go to court, it's you promise to tell the truth and nothing but the truth. There's no innuendos in truth unless you're fucking lying, okay? 9 Cups, the Ace of Wands, Temperance. What's the 4 Cups? Right, and I'm looking at the 4 of Cups diagonal from the Ace of Cups. The Hierophant. Somebody feels like they couldn't choose or that they didn't really have a choice to be a part of something because they were born into it. Somebody feels like they weren't born with free will. Okay, but that's an illusion. The problem has always been with you wanting to be accepted by the people who don't love you. And you not knowing what real love is, to not be able to see that these people didn't really love you. And it's like you can always feel it, but you never really allowed yourself to feel deeply. Okay? Right? You were appointed to a mission. It's like you had to finish it, whatever it was. You had to finish the mission. So it was like even while knowing that you're doing something bad, you felt as though you could not do anything differently because you had already agreed to do it, and the people that were on the line were the people who you didn't really care about to begin with. And maybe this is like how we say, like, the mirror is a reflection. So maybe this is even about self. Okay? You don't really care enough about yourself to make a different decision or to stand up for your own beliefs outside of this religious group, because the Hierophant is right over the devil. Right? You feel like if you kept diligently working on something, then it would heal something. It would cause change. But you were still stuck on the past. The Three of Cups. This is also deaths. Okay? 3 people that were sacrificed. And the deaths of these 3 people changed your life forever. These spirits could have been communicating with you. Somebody said that they wanted you to do better for yourself. But it's just like every time you would let a certain type of spirit, you have a demonic attachment to you that was placed over you by somebody. So the spirit comes with somebody that you were still dealing with. This person formulated and made a bunch of insecurities, and it's like you lived your life trying to prove this person wrong. It's essentially the same relationship that you have with your mother. Somebody says that they don't know what to do. Right? We all have an opportunity to be honest. And I feel like repenting, because this is the best form of honesty that you get. If you're going to be honest with anybody, at least confess your sins to the divine. Right? The Hierophant, the Queen of Pentacles. Right? The Queen of Pentacles is a good mother figure. Let's clarify. Queen of Pentacles. The Hangman. So a part of your journey was to learn what these organizations look like, okay? How to be able to decipher them, okay? You received the download of what something was, but you had to learn the ins and outs of something. I'm hearing that song by Khalid is his name. Can We Just Talk? There's a Queen of Wands in reverse and a King of Cups in reverse. That's in the Nine of Swords. Because somebody figured out something. It's like no matter this way or this way, you've always been able to decipher truths. I think your issue is the emotional attachment that you have to things that you've had to learn how to release. Okay? What's the Hangman? Yeah, this is a healing. This is just healing all around the board for everybody involved. Okay, the Ace of Swords and the Three of Swords. Yeah, you know the truth. You know the truth, or you've always known the truth about the intentions of others. Okay? Right, so your issue is thinking that you could change people, and you can't. The devil is just the devil. Like, he's meant to be the devil. That's why he's the devil in his lifetime. Right? And you don't have to stoop to the devil's level in order to cause a change, or to, that's the ego that will tell you like, oh, well, I'm just gonna give them the same energy they give me. Like, no, because that's what changes your heart. I feel like you just stand on truth and clarity. Okay, speaking from a place of wisdom. Seven of Pentacles. Learning how to be patient, okay? Learning how to be vigilant when it comes to what it is that you're growing or you're manifesting. Right? So the world, so the Six of Wands, the Nine, the Ten of Cups, the World card, the Ten of Swords, the Five of Swords, and the Four of Swords. So some type of family dynamic or family situation was really just a sacrifice, okay, for you, which is what the whole plan was. This Two of Cups energy was to keep you in this overbearing like energy, okay? Because when you subject yourself to people, places, or things, they would have possibly had the ability to take hold of you, okay? It's given like entity attachment, like lower your vibration to the point of being able to kill you. Take your soul, take your spirit, take your body, take your DNA. But it was like procreating. Somebody was going to procreate with you to change their bloodline. Like with your DNA in their bloodline, they felt like it would change the karma. So instead of like really doing the work, okay, facing these things, it was just like, oh, well, if we just use her bloodline, then her bloodline, her DNA will be able to do it. Right? She gets real dark and deep. And that's when it's like, that's what the divine wanted you to know. How deep the devil goes. What type of shit the devil actually plays in. Okay? And while like having sympathy for all is very like understanding, the devil just makes up multiple plans to kill, steal, lie, and destroy. Okay? The Knight of Cups in reverse. It's like not moving at all. Okay? There's actually no emotional. This is like somebody who wants you to be patient for something that was never coming to begin with. And the only reason it was never coming was because this person was never going to be able to trick you using your mind against you. This is already something that has happened to you for like lifetimes over and over again. That was already the foundational lesson, which is why the divine made you the way that the divine made you, okay? And put you in certain people's lives to be a part of certain things, because the lesson that you had already learned was the lesson that needed to be displayed to a bunch of people in order to catch them up in their own trap. But you need somebody who is of purity to be able to catch these people in their own trap. Good work, okay? Yeah, Judgment, the Chariot, the Emperor, the Page of Pentacles. Right, I only got like a minute and some change on this video left. Right, I heard everybody's getting it. Everybody's getting it. So if you had no idea as to what you were supporting, now you know what you were supporting. Now you really have no excuse. And even if you felt as though you had an excuse to begin with, there's still a lesson here that will make you understand that no behavior is really excusable when it comes to causing harm to another. Okay? People need to get it out of their head that they are having the thought in your head that you have the okay or the green light to cause harm to somebody based on something that you think they did or something that somebody told you that they did. You don't, okay? You allow karma to deal with it because you're a fucking human and you don't get to make choices over other people's lives. All right? That's the end of that.